classic immigrant song by request here. We are into hour three of three. So what have I got? I have requests from the second hour. I'm going to be playing Bob Seger, a cover of "Staying Alive," Kilkenny, Three Stooges swinging the alphabet. I got to check this out. Some Pink Floyd, System of a Down, and right now it's Kino. Let me know what you want to hear. I can probably fit in a couple more requests after I play all those ones. a group of Crovi with Kino, or maybe that's the name of the group is Kino, I think. Star Material, never heard that song before. 6.5 million views 2 years ago. Whoa. Hey, we just got a super request here. Thank you so much. Johnny Lamb is back in the house, wants to hear some full beat. Hold on a second, I gotta pull it up here. With Black Rose. I said I haven't heard this one yet, so I think we're gonna get a star for this sucker. Here we go. County days, it's all of my friends, it's all of my friends, come along. County days, it's all of my friends, it's all of my friends, come along. Feeling rich, feeling poor, feeling nothing more. Self-destructive on a roller coaster fireball. Cut her tongue, won't believe what she says. She's on the hunt, cooking misery. Left my heart on a shelf for way too long. Sick and tired, picking up on the naughty part. I saw the light of space that came to me. So when I say one of the days, the taste I can never have. I'm back for all the world. All in for me and you. No more broken dreams, I feel like a loaded gun. Speeding bullets at your roll up my control. Cut her tongue, don't believe what she says. She's on a hot cooking misery. Cannot think, cannot talk, cannot do it right. Can call it dark days, I think that you and I saw a lot of snakes that came to me. So when I say one of the days, the taste I can never have. I'm back for all the world. All in for me and you. So when I say one of the days, the taste I can never have. I'm back for all the world. All in for me and you. County days, it's all of my friends, it's all of my friends, come along. County days, it's all of my friends, it's all of my friends, come along. County days, it's all of my friends, it's all of my friends, come along. County days, it's all of my friends, it's all of my friends, come So when I say one of the days, the taste I can never have. I'm back for all the world. All in for me and you. So when I say one of the days, the taste I can never have. I'm back for all the world. All in for me and you. A full beat with the Black Rose. Never heard that one before. Star Material is great. The video is really funny. What I could watch of it, it's hilarious. Okay, so coming up, these are requests from the previous hour. Bob Seger, Royal Republic, Kilkenny, System of a Down, Three Stooges. I gotta hear this one. Hold on a second. Oh yeah. Yeah, Three Stooges, Pink Floyd, and here it is, a System of a Down.
for you. Ghosts are no different than you. Ghosts are now waiting for you. Are you dreaming? Dreaming the night. Dreaming alright. Everyone's ready for two ghosts. You're no different than you. Ghosts are now waiting for you. Are you? Sweet Mary's ready for two ghosts. You're no different than you. Ghosts are now waiting for you. Are you dreaming? Dreaming the night. Dreaming alright.
Now for something completely different.
sit down. I'm going to test your mental coordination with a little sit down. With a little number called swinging the alphabet.
Swing it, brother. Swing it.
Right. I'll explain it so even you can understand. My colleagues will assist. Ready, sister? Get that junk out of here. Come on, boys. Scram. I'll give you the idea in a nutshell. B-A, bay. B-E-B. B-I, bicky bye. B-O, bo. I'll give you the correct demonstration. Cutie pie, pound those horse teeth.
B-A bay, B-E-B, B-I bicky bye, B-O bo, bicky bye bo, B-U boo, bicky bye bo boo. C-A-say, C-E-C, C-I sicky si, C-O so, sicky si so, C-U sue, sicky si so sue.
Get the idea, girls? Now we'll all join together on the letter D.
D-A-day, D-E-D, D-I dicky di, D-O-do, dicky di do, D-U-do, dicky di do do. F-A-F-A, F-B-B, F-I bicky bi, F-O-Fo, bicky bi fo, F-U-fo, bicky bi fo foo. G-A-J, G-E-G, G-I dicky di, G-O-Jo, dicky di do, G-U-Ju, dicky di do do. La-da-da-da, F-J-A, H-E-E, H-I hickey hi, H-O-Ho hickey hi ho, H-U-Hoo hickey hi ho ho. J-A-J, J-E-G, J-I jicky ji, J-O-Jo jicky ji jo, J-U-Ju jicky ji jo ju.
K-A-K, K-E-K, K-I kicky kai, K-O-Ko kicky kai ko, K-U-Ku kicky kai ko ku. L-A-Lay, L-D-Lee, L-I licky lie, L-O-Lo licky lie lo, L-U-Lu.
Early's the dope. M-A-May, M-E-Me, M-I Mickey my, M-O-Mo Mickey my mo, M-U-Moo Mickey my mo moo.
Star material on Music Without Borders now, 1938. Swinging the Alphabet. I really don't remember hearing that at all. But it sounds like a challenge to try to memorize that song. I have no idea what the formula is. I couldn't figure it out. That was great. The Irish Rover.
On the 4th of July, 1806, we set sail from the sweet Gulf of Cork. We were sailing away with a cargo of bricks for Brown City Hall in New York. We did Mallet and Crafty with Rick Ford and Doc, and go all the wild winds drove over. She stood sour of loss, she had 27 knots, and we called her the Irish Rover. We had 1 million bags of the best Ligo rats, with 2 million barrels of stone. We had 3 million sides of a blind horse's hides, with 4 million barrels of bones. We had 5 million hawks, 6 million ducks, 7 million barrels of porter. We had 8 million bales of old Ligo fails, the whole of the Irish Rover.
There was Barney McGee from the banks of the Lee. There was Hogan from County Tyrone.
There was Johnny McCurk, who was scared of a work, and a man from Westmeath called Malone. There was Roger O'Toole, who was drunk as a rule, waiting for Tracy from Dover. And your man from the banks of the land was the skipper of the Irish Rover. For the sailor, it's always a bother in life. It's so lonesome by night and by day that he longs for the shore and the charming young whore will melt all his troubles away. Oh, the noise and the turn to 9 times around, till the poor old dog was drowned. 1, 2, 3, and the last of the Irish Rover.
That's the Irish Rover from Kilkenny Band featuring Mr. Hurley and Die Pulverwaffen. Star Material on Music Without Borders. Now we're trying to stay alive.
Suck it! city breaking and everybody shaking and we're staying.
That was excellent, actually. Royal Republic, with their rendition of the Bee Gees. That was groove-tastic. It kept that really groove. That was very, very cool. I like that. So this is the coming up next here is the last request from the second hour. We're in the third hour. That means I'm going to start playing requests from the third hour, with starting with "Cold as Ice" from Foreigner and "Real Love" from Drizzabone. But the last request was Bob Seger with "Fire Lake." computer's packing up. The it has an overload. I think it's what did I do yesterday? Oh, it just killed the whole thing. It doesn't matter. We're coming to the end anyway. You guys have been really great. The Windows crashed. I think it has to do with the chat, that because the chat is so much. I'm thinking out loud here. Maybe I need to remember. I got 4 turntables, 4 YouTube channels going, and I got one just to search, so Google search, and then the 6th one that I have open on Windows is the chat. And after a certain amount of, because we're getting so many people here, Goth, you know more than anybody. I think I should reset it like every 30 minutes. So it can keep up, because it has to do with that 6th window that is open. Okay, it's really packed up. Okay, take 2. We're trying to open it up again. I may have to sing closing time to get out of jail free card. Click. I can even say that. No, it's turning on here now. I'll say this, what it is. Thanks to the super chats from Steve. Aloha Kitty, Tim, and Johnny. Mega cool. Thanks, obviously, to Goth, our head mod. And I think that's what it is. It's just because the show is getting... Oh, yeah, I should share this with you guys. I got a message from YouTube, positive message, and they said, wow, you're getting over 3,000 every day for like the last week. And they said, whatever it is that you're doing, keep on doing it. It's obviously an automated thing. So we'd reached some type of, it's just a standard thing, but I never got an email from YouTube saying, you're doing a great job, keep on going. So that means you guys and Goth, and mostly the lurkers. There's so many lurkers out there. The numbers are telling me it's crazy. People are watching for like a minute or 2, or not really in the chat itself. So the chat is relatively quiet. If one mod can handle it, it's not that bad. But it's a lot of people like to just listen to it. Okay, here we go. The computer seems to be working. So it is now closing time. We'll see you tomorrow again, 3:25 to 6:25 Eastern Standard Time. Signing out, Alec Whittier. Ciao. You guys are great.
Closing time. Open all the doors and let you out into the world. Closing time. Turn all of the lights on. beginning comes from some other beginning.